Well, guys, I got a few projects, not projects, a few things I want to try. I want to testing. Well, first of all, today's Saturday. It is August 11th, 2018. It is 10:39 a.m. East Coast, and we're talking hard rain with thunder showers and thunderstorms and rain and lightning and all that kind of stuff today. So it's a good day for me just to hang in here. The wife is home. She'll be doing her shopping. And just putz around with a few things that I want to get done. And I want to do a few little things I want to just kind of test out just to see what happens. And I'll bring you through that little testing phase in a minute. So other than that, that's about it for today. I'm having my first cup of coffee. I usually suck down 2 cups. That's about it for me. I'm a big water and lemon water drinker. That's basically all I drink. Every now and then I will take a big old glass of cold milk. But almond milk, I will pig through that a little bit. As a matter of fact, I just had the wife add almonds to her list. So when she goes shopping, she can pick me up some almonds. And a bag of Jolly Ranchers cinnamon. So, flavored candy. But other than that, I'm going to putz around, kind of make some room. Excuse me. And I got a couple of things I want to try. I'll be right back. So if you guys remember right, when they sent me that Perf 50/50, they sent me an extra roll. Let me find it here. Here we are. But meanwhile, what I want to do here is I'm going to take that and I'm going to, let me see, what do I want to put it on? I'm going to try something here. But I don't know if it's going to, oh, here we go, I can use this. Perfect. It's a piece of aluminum stock. Clean it down a little bit, do a little clean. Do a little clean. Get some paper towel. Paper towel. This, believe it or not, was off one of my printers. I have 2 of these. Wait a minute, no, this one was off the large laminating machine. So I do have another one that was off my printer, but it's longer and it's wider. And I got a heat strip that went under it, and that used to heat it to help dry the ink as it came off. Alright, so I want to let this sit for just a second. What I want to do here is, well, I'm not going to tell you, I'm just going to show you. I want to see just how this is going to handle something. Because if it does, I'm going to try it on my van. This has a lifespan. This doesn't last forever. And it starts losing its adhesive after a while. And it will basically peel right off. You know, it's made for temporary advertising, you know, a year, 2 years, stuff like that, depending on which one you buy. You could get a little bit longer, but basically that's it. If you're looking for a permanent thing, this isn't it. So let me just Drop that right there like that for now. Now here's where I may have a problem, but we will see. Because I want to take this off again. Now, where can I take this and take you? You know what? No, I don't want to do it in here. I really don't. But, yeah, you know what? I'll do it right down here because it's not going to be that big of a deal. Alright, hold on a minute. Ah, you figure it out yet? If I spray this on there, I don't know why I'm being so neat with this thing, but if I spray this here on the blank spots, the openings, the 50% of the other 50, this should go right down onto the piece of aluminum. That's something you never want to do. Just hold it down and just go. You always want to release the button at the ends. Otherwise it'll gather. And I was just shaking it around. I got that big gathering right there. Anyway, now I'm going to let this dry, which will take about 10-15 minutes. Okay, so anyway, if I peel that off, it'll come off the glass easier than it's going to come off of this. I know that for a fact. But if I like the way it comes out, and it does what I think it's going to do, that's it. Daddy got no more, guys. What I can do is do my windows on the van permanently. I mean, what's the difference, if you follow me, if it does what I want it to do? If I put this on the window, spray the window white, I'm using 50-50, so it's going to be 50-50 regardless. Just that it'll be in reverse, but it's still going to be 50-50. So it would probably do the same thing, and it would last a whole lot longer. And when I leather the van, when I put my certification stuff on there, if I want to change it, I can't take the vinyl off of this stuff here because this is also vinyl, and vinyl sticks to vinyl like crazy. So the only way to change that sign or any lettering on my van is to take that whole thing off and reapply it all over again. So if it's painted on there, my chances are pretty darn good that I'll be able to just take that lettering off on a hot day and not have a problem, and the paint dots will still be there. So that's the plan. So I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes and I'll be right back. Alright, let's see what happens. See if I can... There you go. Well, it didn't come off all as hard as I didn't think it was going to, which is good. There. Alright, now let me look at this through the camera, see what you guys are seeing. Alright, see it? Now that's a 50-50. And it's 50% blue and 50%. Let's sit for a minute, see if it'll focus. There it goes. Okay? Now instead of it being the white being the vinyl isn't on there anymore. The blue, which looks black at this point, or I don't know, is actually the dots. Okay? So it's still 50-50, but I can make a 50-50 of any color I want now because I can spray over it. You just got to make sure you spray and kind of get it evenly. If I move this down here, see right there, I believe you can see that. Let me see. See, I missed a couple. So I really didn't spray over that. I think that's when I was showing you the lift off at the ends. So, but that's it. So that does work. So that's good. That's nice. So that's going to help me out quite a bit on the van. I put this on the van. You've seen me doing that, which I was happy with. There was no problem with that. But I was having a problem with the cutter, which was my fault. I was trying to get the big one hooked up. And in return, I screwed up the little one. And when I decided I got to get it done, I said, I ain't got time to fool around with that right now. I went back to the little one, and I didn't have everything lined up, and it just didn't want to cut right. I was having some problems with it. I mean, I got everything done, but not paying attention to what I was doing. I left the font as a generic font, which is okay, but when you're putting a small font, not so much small this way, but just small in general, you can make it as large as you want, but it's still a small font, you know, narrow, so on. Delicate. It really doesn't show up the way I wanted it to. So now I know I can, you know what, I can just peel off that one big sheet of 50-50. Everything will come off with it. Clean the glass, put the 50-50 back on, and spray it.